Hey guys, this is just a reminder that currently we have the Kingdom Hearts combo contest still ongoing. If you wish to participate, simply read the rules in the description below and spread the contest on Twitter and on YouTube by using the hashtag you see on screen, hashtag KHComboContest. Unlike last time, we're doing almost all the Kingdom Hearts games this time around and are looking for even better and cooler combos from the series to spotlight. So if you think you have something worth showcasing or just want to have fun by participating, then remember the contest is lasting from now until the end of August. Reminder to read the rules down below in the description. Thank you for watching, thank you for your time, and enjoy the video. Finally, after much delay, we are finally going to be getting into the Kingdom Hearts 2 Ultimania interviews. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? My name is Prodigy, and welcome to another video on the channel. Today, guys, I am going to be covering the Kingdom Hearts 2 Ultimania. This is going to be the start of that series that you guys have been very hyped up about, because I know Kingdom Hearts 2 is a game that is near and dear to a lot of people's hearts. For some people, it's still their favorite Kingdom Hearts game to this day, and for me, it's very close. And it's overall a game that a lot of people likely found the Kingdom Hearts series off of, or was a game that secured their favoritism of the series long term. I was originally going to cover this earlier in the month, or directly after the Chain of Memories Ultimania, or at least after I beat Kingdom Hearts 2 once again on live stream, but due to a lot of delays with Dark Road news, Melody of Memory news, Dark Road releasing, and all that mixed with the regular uploads and live streams, there was quite a lot of things to prioritize over the Ultimania series at the moment. Lots of news to cover. Though I can guarantee you this won't be a short, like 4 to 5 video series like the Chain of Memories Ultimania was. This Ultimania series is likely going to be multiple videos, but since this Ultimania is a lot more documented than the other Ultimanias, then that means I'm going to be covering a lot more of this one. With Kingdom Hearts 1 and Chain of Memories, mostly the main Nomura interviews and a couple of other developer interviews were the only things translated, and nothing too crazy in regards to their final mix versions or anything extra to cover. But the main thing that I want to make a point to cover in all of this series is I just want to cover the main Nomura interviews for now, and if higher demand comes, then I'll cover the other parts as well, the developer parts, Yoko Shimomura parts, etc, etc. For the Kingdom Hearts 2 Ultimania, we're going to be covering the main Nomura interview and scenario mysteries for the regular Kingdom Hearts 2 Ultimania, meaning base Kingdom Hearts 2, and then there are extra 2 interviews for the final mix versions of Kingdom Hearts 2, which are completely different interviews and 2 completely separate books as well, so there's going to be quite a bit to cover. It's kind of weird that we didn't get a Kingdom Hearts 3 Ultimania based off of Remind. Remind, widely seen by the community as a sort of final mix for that game, and it's very odd we didn't get one, but who knows, there's still an open possibility for us to get that. But we're just going to go ahead and dive right into this. You guys have been anticipating this, and I hope you guys are satisfied with the series, so let's begin. When did Kingdom Hearts 2's development officially start? In the previous game, I inserted a secret movie in hopes of creating a sequel, but to actually pull it off, Kingdom Hearts 2 had a number of hurdles that I had to clear first, like our wish to give Mickey more spotlight. We had to wait until Disney allowed that, and once it's settled, then we could finally talk about Kingdom Hearts 2's development. Once the project started, did you have an image of how you wanted Kingdom Hearts 2 to be like? One of our goals was to recover all the foreshadowing from the previous game. Then we took all the complaints we heard from it and fixed it to bring satisfaction. At the same time, we also thought of adding more into direction and increased choices in the battle system. Like this, the development was going towards the path of increasing the volume of the game from the start, so we thought there are a lot of things that need to be done, but let's do all of them, and stuck to that thinking. So is the finished game's volume just like what you expected, Nomura-san? No, I didn't expect it to go this far. My staff just wouldn't stop working. I thought we would start cutting back some things if we ever run out of time, but many of the staff just wouldn't stop. I asked them, "Are you alright with this?" and they would simply answer, "Yeah, I can do this." I've always been nervous all the time, but in the end they accomplished and I was moved. Wow, you all really did it. Alright, that seems like a good little spot to pause, so just starting off talking about Kingdom Hearts 2's development a little bit, it's really nice to see how passionate the team working on Kingdom Hearts 2 was, the Tokyo team commonly referred to by the community and Nomura. Nomura himself saying he was extremely moved by their passion and extremely moved by their just willingness to work, to the point where they even surprised him. From all the different options you had in combat, to all the different story aspects that they poured their heart and soul into the game, and that beautiful, masterful masterpiece of an ending that they managed to pull off and make really conclusive, but still managed to keep a continuation going off of it. It was all just really beautiful, and like reading these first 3 lines in the interview, you can really tell that they are like extremely proud of the product that came out. And I'm very happy that Nomura was so ambitious to get Mickey into Kingdom Hearts 2, because what if Disney ended up telling him that Mickey wasn't allowed in that game? Just period. Left it at that, never going to happen. Kingdom Hearts 2 honestly might have been completely different in a lot of ways. I mean, Mickey didn't have like the hugest role in Kingdom Hearts 2, but he still had a role important enough to the point where it would, I feel like, significantly change the game if he wasn't there, change the atmosphere, and potentially like make the game a little less memorable. I mean, I remember that one scene when Mickey took off that organization coat for the first time and was like, they'll pay for this. That scene to me as a kid was so hype, so exciting, and I was like screaming like, yeah, Mickey, like it was so cool. But it's really nice to see that the passion was there from like the beginning to the end, and really that's like what it takes a lot of the time to make a great video game, though sometimes it takes a little bit more than that. In the huge battles where we have to go through 1,000 Heartless, all the staff thought they couldn't pull it off, but in the end they could, huh? Yes, I always estimated that if we have to drop something, it'll have to be this part, but instead the staff demanded for something higher. When it came to, no, we can't do that, but if we go a little lower, that should be okay. I thought we would leave it at that, but the staff would still make something of a higher level. That is why I didn't think that huge battle would actually materialize to that point in the end. Compared to his prequel, there are a lot of impressions on how there are less jump actions, more user-friendly help menus, and the difficulty level is lower. Do you put that into thought? Yes, last time we made a lot of things less user-friendly, and we ended up really being told it's not friendly. So that's why this time we added information, navigation maps, and so on, and created it to be very user-friendly. Did you have troubles because this is a sequel? The game's story is a direct sequel of the first game, so yes, there was that fear. Initially, I didn't bear it in my mind as a sequel, but as I sat down and thought calmly before the game's release, I thought, how would those who didn't know about the previous game think of Kingdom Hearts 2? I wonder if they won't buy it. Maybe this isn't good, but still many people accepted it, so I'm glad. Alright, so pausing again, the 1,000 Heartless battle is still to this day likely one of the most impressive things the Kingdom Hearts team has ever pulled off. I mean, I've done it to the point where I'm just like, okay. I mean, that fight is definitely a pain on critical mode or level 1, but that fight is still one of the most epic moments I think the series like has to offer. I think it's not even just that battle itself, I think it's everything that happened around it as well that made that moment like all the more special, because during that midpoint of the game where all the action was going on, there was this constant stuff happening, just chaos happening in Radiant Garden, and it made every single moment, like every step you took forward in Radiant Garden, so interesting. Immediately after coming out of Tron's world, you are hit with organization members just attacking Radiant Garden, Heartless attacking Radiant Garden. You get this fight with the Final Fantasy characters, you get the boss battle with Demyx, and then it culminates into a very interesting cutscene where Maleficent ends up saving Sora, and Sayax is having Sora bend down on his knees only to say, no, we won't take you to her. And you see Sora begging, and you can see like just how much he wants to see his friends, and it's so tense, and the atmosphere in that middle section is easily one of the best things Kingdom Hearts has ever produced. And I know a lot of you are probably reading this and you're probably like, huh, Kingdom Hearts 2 easy? Well, of course, if you played the original Kingdom Hearts 2, I know a lot of you came into the series off of the HD collections, which already had Final Mix and Critical Mode and all that stuff available, so you might have tried that. But Kingdom Hearts 2, even on like Proud mode, is a relatively, I guess, easy game in comparison to Kingdom Hearts 1. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 1's highest difficulty is Proud, but even on not Proud and Kingdom Hearts 1 standard, some even beginner. The nature of the game's combat is just a lot more difficult to grasp for newcomers in comparison to Kingdom Hearts 2, where you can, not gonna lie, you can kind of mash your way through a lot of scenarios, and especially with the inclusion of the reaction commands, you can kind of just spam that during certain situations and you'll be completely safe to do what you want. Though in Final Mix they added critical mode and level 1, and it made the game's difficulty a lot higher. Now with me saying that doesn't mean it's impossible to die in Kingdom Hearts 2. I mean, a lot of people like notoriously remember the Demyx fight being one of the hardest fights for them. Some people even saying Final Xemnas gave them a lot of trouble. And there's a couple of other fights like in the game that will give you some trouble here and there. I mean, if you down the Final Fantasy fight like at all, then you have to redo the Demyx fight, so the checkpoints there were a little wonky. But despite that though, Kingdom Hearts 2 still has some of the most depth the Kingdom Hearts series has to offer in terms of combat that hasn't really been expanded upon throughout the series until Kingdom Hearts 3, because all of the other games is played completely differently. But it's good that they made these games newcomer friendly. I remember a lot of people were bashing on Kingdom Hearts 3 early on because it didn't even have the option for a critical mode at the start until around April, 3 months later after the game released. But really, Kingdom Hearts 2 was the exact same way in terms of difficulty. 3 days after the game's release, 1 million copies of it got shipped out. After all, do you think there's a reason on why the fanbase was widened? I get the feeling it's because we made something that has a wide frontage, something that doesn't have age or gender as its threshold. I hear things like my 6-year-old son is playing this, and people in their 40s and 50s also play this quite often. I guess that means it's because the game has a wide frontage. What's the theme that you most wanted to express this time? Not just this time, Kingdom Hearts always has something like a person's heart and connection of hearts as its theme, like the strength of an invisible heart, or what's the most important thing to you. That's why I was thinking while drawing the story. One of the surprises of playing Kingdom Hearts 2 is that the scenes and lines foreshadowed in the deep dive secret movie and Kingdom Hearts Final Mix were actually cleared. On solving the underplots, how much was hypothesized back in the first Kingdom Hearts? I think half was thought up back in the first game. Another half was thought up once we started working on Kingdom Hearts 2. Even so, that doesn't mean we didn't think of them at all in the first place, but more like a rough, maybe we should do this. We also changed some things we thought up at the time, so that's what I mean by half-half. For example, the heart-shaped moon in the previous game's key visual showed up this time as the Kingdom Hearts. Did you think of doing this right from the start? No, I didn't. I asked Nojima-san to write Kingdom Hearts 2's scenario, and in his scenario it was written that the Kingdom Hearts Xemnas created is like a moon that floats in the world that never was. When I read that, I thought, oh, this can be connected, so I made it to look like the moon in the previous game's key visual. The world that never was has the Dark City right from the beginning of the game's development, and since then, its background is night. That's why when Nojima-san wrote that Xemnas was creating Kingdom Hearts in the sky, coincidentally he wrote, it looks like a moon, but I thought it got connected by destiny. And that is a really good place to stop. Or it seems like the original plan was to have the Door to Darkness in Kingdom Hearts 1 we know for it to be now. Funny that Nomura did not plan in-depthly at all for Kingdom Hearts 2's Kingdom Hearts to end up being the real Kingdom Hearts, which is really interesting because you can actually see a sort of heart-shaped outline similar to the moon you see in the key visual for Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2 in the background, the Door to Darkness. So I just don't know. I guess Nomura just did that just to do it. I wonder, reading later on, if Kingdom Hearts 2's Kingdom Hearts was always planned to be the fake one, or a not real one. But these little passages kind of confirm that Nomura was essentially kind of writing Kingdom Hearts 1, Chain of Memories, and 2 as he was going along. As we find out in the Rechain Ultimania, we realize that Nomura ended up writing Chain of Memories only after he actually started Kingdom Hearts 2, and decided to fill in some things in between so people wouldn't be confused about some things. But if you enjoyed today's video though, leave a like, share the video with a friend or family member, and last but not least, if you have not already and want to become a part of the union, then all you have to do is hit that red little subscribe button down below. My name is Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.